Good day, my name is Boris Garbus. I want to speak about the little bit about variables and also how we can send the results to our email file uh, through Outlook, Microsoft Outlook. Let's do this. Let's take some test. This is our program. Let's go to our test. We have a test that we built before, and now we want to send this information through email. How we can do this? It's very simple. First of all, I need to go and build one more test. For example, I can copy test number 3, put it, and rename number. And here we don't need to have all this information as it was in the page number 3. We need to choose send to email through Outlook. Okay, we have example. Let's see what we have and what it's right here. It's right here that we can send through Outlook to my name. And also we can we want to send SMS file, and this is SMS file. The subject it will test on fly send message, and this is test on fly test results. It's good for us. We don't need to change something, but here this not so good for us. We have no file. We need to exactly to use the name of the file, and we can do this. Let's think that we want to send file this one. Okay, but instead of variable 2, you can put exactly a file that you want to say. And if you want to okay, let's do this first of all, something simple. We want to send information about txt file, but what I want to do, I don't I think that let's do a little bit. Okay, this is good. Let's send this information. Let's check how it's working. Okay, let's try to check it. We click here, and you see that we send this file. And now I hope we can check this. How you can see that it's possible to see that we get it. And now I opened and I see that I get information about file 1.txt. Okay, this is very simple procedure. Not need to know something. We have example. But what I want to do, I want to build some test where maybe it will be more interesting. First of all, I want to build after 3 tests. I want to build Excel file. Let's do this. I can copy and I will paste. After test 3 I will get it 4, and here I will save as Excel file, save to Excel. I want to save to Excel information, and I will give it number 1 XLS file. I will give this information. And I want to check that I have no information. Here I have information. I want to delete all that I was done before. I want to delete it, because if we need to write Excel file with the same name, he will ask us, do you want to delete it or do you want to change it, and it will be stopped. Now what we have that it will save information with this name, and after this I want to send it through my email. I will change this to solder name, and I can change that this is test on fly test result. I will write that it's Excel results. Okay, it will be clear. I can write it here what I want, and let's start to see how it's working. And let's check. We need to change this value of variables to 1, because we want to have information, and we want to open file here, exactly the same file, and we want to build all information in Excel file. Okay, let's give the name of the test, something like this one, something another not as the same. This is test number 4 and test number 5. This it will be named sent through email. You can see what we need to do here. This is the value of the, first of all we send those command after this and save it to the file is variable 1 txt. After this we open variable 2, but variable 2 is have the same value because we put it here the same value. And after test this variable 1 was changed on the next test plus 1 to 2, and when you use this test, when you start this test, we use variable 2 and will be 1, exactly as was saved in the test before. After this we have calculation. After this, when we open the file, we put all information in this table, and on the next test we build the test where we can write what we want, and we can put we can write here variables, and will be automatically put all the variables here. And after this we also want to build that this information was in Excel file, because this one we go to get and check value, and we put that we want to find all information. After this it will be in Excel file, and let's try to start it. We built all test, and in the end of the test we will save it to Excel automatically, and after this we will send this Excel file automatically. Let's start to do this. Let's see how it's working. Now what is do here, send one txt file to DOS. Now he read it. You can see that it's read it. On the next test we built a page, additional test with all information together. After this we send to save in Excel file. I need to check that we can save it, and after this we send this file through email, this exact file, and now you can see that we get it. Try to open, and you see that we have this information on our email. Let's see more correctly what we have. After this he saved this Excel file. We can check it that it's really so. Here this one file. This is exactly on C, and the name is name1xlsx. Okay, it was done. But what I want to do once more, I want to build little bit more tests. I want to build a loop of such tests, and that after all loop I want to get full information about this loop in the file, and I want to send it till the end of this loop to my Excel file. Here we have a problem because here we used variables, but here we can also use variables. Here we we use variables in order to build the table, but in test number 4 we take exactly name without variables. But we need to use what we need. Let's do this. I want to add one more test. For example, I want to add one more test. How I can do it? So let's use let's do next. I will take the information about the variable, here variable number 2, and because it's change, I want to change 2 variables on the little bit less that it will be, and after this I want to use these variables in order to send to Excel, and also to send through Outlooks the same variables. Let's do this. I want to put one more test here. After test number 3, I will put test number 4, and I want to also to do calculate here. But what I want to do, I want to get number 1. I will get it. It will be as variable 1 var1 minus 1, and next I want to put the same. I want to have number 2 is variable number 2. What is mean? If I click here, you can see what it's do. The variable 1 have information that it's the value 2, and because it's all time that you build your test, it's go to test, it's built automatically next step, and variables is always change. We want to have information before that was before, and for this one I need to do -1, and this is information that it was before, as we send it here. Variable 2 was result 1, have a result 1, and now it's also have we get its number, but let's put it to the table, and let's put it in the variables number 1. How we can do it? We need to go to here. We need to use to find after this one. You can change it, and we need also this one variable. Okay, we don't need all others. We don't need this one, and we can see that we have get this value, but we need to put in variables. You use these variables number 1. Okay, variables number 1, you can put it, and you can put it to variables number 2. This. If we are now, let's check how it's working. If you go to test builder, you see that variables it's have number 3 because we used it. Okay, but after we want to have a result, we send result, we try to do this result. You can see that variable is changed, it's changed its value, it will be go back. Okay, now let's do next test. Now we can put here that's we can take variables 1 and we can save it instead of 1, we can save it as variable 1, and also we can use variable 2 and also to change variables to this one. Okay, but we need to change 2 for 2. Now what we get, we have previous value of the variable, and we save it to the previous value of file, to the Excel file, and we send it with the previous value of the Excel file. Let's try to check how it's working. On this test I see that we don't need this one. This test we don't need this one, we don't need this, only because I make a copy here we need to use this. Here it's good, here it's good. Okay, let's start to check how it's working. Now it start for test number 1.txt. Let's a little bit make pause. I click here to make pause. I want first of all to delete information from disk that I always have this information XLX file, that it's not give for us possibility to write automatically. Let's start once more, not start once, but we continue here. Now we have information about the time delay on this test, and on this test we get the same number 1, and on the next test we save this information in Excel file. We do this, and after this we send this information from through email. Now we get it in this information, you can see it that we get it. Okay, one more, I also get the SMS, of course. I hear this. And now what's additional, what I want to do, I want only to make a loop. Let's do loop. How can I do that? I take one test and I make copy and paste, but I want to put it to the end. I change this number and you can see that it is go here, and here I want to change, I want to choose another loop command. Let's find, go to test, this one, go to test number 1. Let's change it to test number 1. I hope that it will work. Let's try to check it one more. What was done. I send pin command. After this I read results. After this I build test with the full information. After this I go back to the variables value, because I need to send exactly the same file that I built. And the next step I save as Excel file. The next step I send to through Outlook. And the last test I write that you need to go to the test 1 and start from the very beginning. Okay, let's start it. We started, we built test number 2.txt. Okay, now we open it. It's we can see that we open this test, and you can see now that it was built additional test with full information. Now we get previous value of the variables on this test, and next step we save and Excel file, and next test we send through email, and I get it. You see that I get it information. Now I go to test back, and I start once more 3. Now it's 3. The result is the next that I can build something very difficult test with full information about this, and it will be saved until the end of the tests. All tests, it will be sent Excel file, and after this I can send it to my email. And I can do this loop. For loop I make a loop, and you can do any work that you want, a lot of time, and maybe all test it's need for test 8 hours. It's don't mention, but after 8 hours you send it full information about this through Outlook, and all will be good. Okay, this is something with writing. We have such file, and we don't want to write. Okay, this is all. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.